guys, Chris from Out West with Chris. It's been a while since I did one of these videos, a little BattlBox unboxing. This is their December box, and it boasts the biggest MSRP of all of their boxes to date. Figured, why the heck not? It's a nice chilly, brisk day, foggy a little bit. If I look this way periodically, it's because I got a fishing rod over here with some bait on the end of it. Hoping that I can get lucky and maybe catch a striper or catfish or sturgeon or whatever is swimming around out there. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what's inside. Somebody's flying around over there. Okay, so here's the box. Contents, pretty big box this month. Mission 58, man, they've been going at it for a while now. They're saying the Pro Plus, which is what I'm unboxing here, is $425 value, and that's quite a bit. So we'll just start off with the basic, and the first thing in the box is the Shaun and the Wild Settlers wrench. And that's this bad boy right here. A little sheath for it. Ooh, this is a heavy-duty tool right here. So here you go. It's a settler's wrench. Basically, my limited knowledge of this tool is that it's a multi-purpose tool that you can use to drill out holes for pegs and just a lot of general bushcraft stuff. You know, you could stick a stick in here and really get some torque on something. It says it's a pretty multi-purpose tool. I don't know half of the things that this thing probably can do, so I'm not going to pretend like I do know. What I'll do is I'll put a link to an informative video in the description down below where you can go learn more about this. But looks pretty cool, and it comes in at a $75 value. It seems a little bit hefty, but you know, it looks like it's built well. I bet you this thing could actually really do some cool stuff, so I'm gonna check it out. I like that it comes in a nice sheath right here, so it doesn't get beat up. You can keep it out of the elements and carry it on you so that you have it when you want to use it. Next up is this item right here, and this is the BattlBox personal portable safe, and it is a, I don't know, maybe a handgun safe. Let's check it out. Okay, first thing I'm gonna point out right here is it's a combination type lock. And it's padded. I guess you could use that to secure it to a wall or maybe a post or something, I don't know. So, instructions for setting up the safe itself, the combination. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to think about this. Doesn't seem like it'd be too hard to pry open. Maybe that's something we'll have to do sometime, is see how easy it is to break into this thing. Maybe it's something where you can put this into your nightstand, put a pistol in it, and you know, go from there and be somewhat quick to be able to open it while having a firearm secured in your home. I don't know. They're saying the portable safe is valued at 25 bucks basically. You know, I've been kind of a critic of BattlBox in the past for going the route of including their own name brand stuff, like buying stuff and then just slapping a logo on it. 9 times out of 10, this type of stuff is just cheap shit from China. And, you know, cheap shit from China is cheap shit from China. What more can you say? So, anyways, I see a box in here that's not cheap shit from China. It's expensive stuff from China. We'll get to that in a minute, though. So, maybe we'll have to do a little bit of in-depth dive in on this item sometime down the road. Next up, this is a company that's kind of a sister company of BattlBox. It's owned by the owners of BattlBox. It's called Lord and Field. And they've been throwing a lot of their stuff in boxes lately too. And that's just a way for them to manage cost and increase profit of their boxes. So it's pretty simple to see why they do that. Whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, I've been kind of split on it in the past. Here you go. This is another $25 value. And it's a little necklace thing. So as you can see, it's a little arrowhead that goes into this little sheath. So for some reason, you're gonna carry that around. But you could totally fashion this to a stick and have a stick with a pointy arrowhead on it. This feels like it is a ferrocerium rod that's got 2 holes drilled into it. So maybe you could use this as a striker too, but I don't think it's got the right edges on it. It says on the strip rep, it's a great, easy, stylish necklace. I don't know if I'll be wearing this too often, but you know what? Might as well wear it now. I got an arrowhead on me and a ferro rod too. 3 items in your basic box. You paid like 30 something, I can't remember, and it's a $125 value. So this alone could make it worth it, but I don't know what these run. So but this is pretty cool. Whew, breeze is picking up a little bit. It's kind of chilly out here. So now we're gonna move to the advanced box, and we're gonna get on that right now. Right here, this is the advanced box. And this is a little knife from Bastion. And this is the Cram Gentleman's Folder. They're saying it's a $60 value. So it's got a flipper on it. It's a nice little flipper actually. So the scales are kind of cool. It's called a Jade G10, so it's a G10 scale on it. The knife is a liner lock. Don't know if you can see that right there, but it's kind of cool. It doesn't say what kind of steel it's made out of, so we don't know. It's not marked on the blade or anything, but it has a ceramic ball bearing pivot, which makes that nice and smooth. So pretty smooth opening, really light. Interesting. $60 knife. It'll go into my collection. There's some knives I really like from Bastion. These guys, BattlBox has put in some knives from Bastion though that I thought have been horrible. And yeah, they were just bad. That little tiny one, I think was a piece of crap. So anyways, this one, not really a piece of crap. Seems to be moderately sharp out of the box. And that's that. So $60 value, maybe a little bit pricey, but not horrible. And that, folks, is your advanced box. Only 1 item in the advanced plus the 3 that were in the basic. But let's go ahead and take a look at the next item, and this will be your pro. This is the BattlBox Spartan 32 2-day pack, and it's in Coyote Tan, and they're gonna say this has a value of 120 bucks. So let's take a look. Maybe we'll catch something, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Turn the camera angle a little bit just because he's getting some glare back over there, and it was hard to really see my graying illustrious beard. This is the $120 backpack right here. This is fancy. $120. It's gotta be great, right? Wow. Okay, so they do this thing where it zips down the middle. I don't know if you can see that, but this is it unzipped. It's got like a soft frame to it. Actually, those are posts. So it's got some sort of built-in frame actually. It's kind of interesting. It's like a little metal piece right here. You can kind of see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. It's right here, and it runs up along the outside, and then it feels like it goes along the top as well. So that's kind of a nice little feature. It's got like a little lumbar pad right here, waist belt, tons of webbing on the back and then the sides as well. You get basically one big pouch on the inside. You have some mesh pockets where you can stick some stuff. And then a pocket right here. This could be for a bladder, and it does look like they have an exit for a tube for your hydration system, which is always a nice feature. Some of the fabric feels kind of lightweight. Not horribly lightweight, but just a little lightweight. The zippers aren't really anything that's amazing, but I think they'll work. And how is this gonna happen? How does that work? Oh, so you got to zip here, and then you got to come on this side and zip it closed on the top. So you got two zip points on the top that you have to close. I don't know, it's a pretty big pack. It's just a funky design. Pretty thin grab handle. I do see now you do have these side pouches as well. So that's nice. That's cool right there. A little bit of webbing, so if you stick something in and then you unzip it, it's not gonna fall right out. So that's on the side of the pack. So I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Where would you place a value on a backpack like that? I know you're not holding it in your hands unless you're a subscriber and you got one. Maybe you think it's totally worth the $120. Me, you know, it's hard to say. Who knows who built it for them? You know what I mean? It could be the same factory that builds 511's backpacks. And if that's the case, like I've had some great 511 packs. My main backpack that I use, I've been using it for 6-7 years now. In fact, I'll post a link to the review on that down here, or a card up here, and you guys can check out my review on that thing. The thing's bulletproof. It's been going for years and years and years for me, and it's a Rush 12. Who knows, the same factory that builds them for 511, you know, might have built that pack for BattlBox. It's hard to say. But it could have been a crappy company that has poor QC and doesn't use good materials and sells it to BattlBox for $20, you know, and then they stitch their name in it back there in China, ship over a whole bunch, and they can put a, you know, $100 markup on it, and really inflate the value of their box by doing something like that. And that's how this is working for them. It's the same thing that Alpha Outpost used to do. Granted, their stuff was really blatantly crappy 9 times out of 10. This stuff is less blatantly crappy, but it's the same thing. And when boxes do that, I kind of don't like it. Next up is the Pro Plus, which is the knife of the month, and it's a Wee knife. It's the 704X R BattlBox exclusive, and it's a D2 steel with the G10 scales, 120 bucks. So right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you, $120 Wee is really cheap for a Wee, and probably the reason why is the steel. D2 is not a bad steel. I've had plenty of knives that were D2 that I liked, but it's just not the premium steel that it gets billed as. It's better than like a CR13 MOV or an AUS 8, but D2, it's just D2. There's nothing super duper special about D2. This is a Spyderco Mannix with G10 and an M390 Bowler steel. It costs more than this Wee does. MSRP on this knife was like 140, I think. I got it on knifecenter.com. So, made in the USA. I'm somewhat happy. It's coming in a case. This is something Wee does that I like. They have these cases that the knives ship in. Cases are great for storing knives. You can store 2 typically in a case. Here it is. the exclusive for BattlBox. And, you know, it's got some features that make it look like a Wii. Okay, gonna have to do a little flip of the wrist for this guy. You're looking at a liner lock. Here's your G10 scale, D2 blade. It's got kind of like a satin finish on the blade. Kind of like that. Pocket clip is nice and firm. But pretty cool actually to see Wii in a box. And I will bash on Chinese garbage anytime I get. Amazon, it's full of Chinese crap, right? Walmart, full of Chinese crap. BattlBox sometimes has a bunch of Chinese crap in it, right? This isn't Chinese crap. Wii makes a really good knife. And this one I don't think is gonna be any exception. It doesn't have a lot of the premium qualities that, that you would typically associate with a Wii knife. It's kind of like a toned back version of a Wii. And they probably couldn't put one of their, you know, really fancy knives in a box just because I'm guessing BattlBox couldn't afford it, you know, to put it in at that $150 price point. But pleased with this. Well guys, did I miss any bites? I haven't really been paying attention. Maybe you saw if I did or not. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I've been getting any bites today in general. Alright guys, so that is going to wrap up the box. So if you got the Pro Plus, you paid 150 something, and the value was 425. I actually think with that settler's wrench, the Bastion knife I kind of like. I think it's a little bit overvalued. And this Wii knife, you're probably getting there. You know, it's probably worth it this month. Is it worth it every month? I don't really think so. It's kind of why I got out of that whole scene. And yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think down below. Let me know. Let me know if you think this was a home run for BattlBox. You know, if you guys want me to do more of these subscription unboxings, comment down below, give it a thumbs up. Let me know. It's been a while since I've done some, and I'm okay with that. I think me doing them once in a while is probably cool, but I don't know. It just seems like the subscription box scene has kind of jumped the shark in general, and I don't know. I don't know if it's still that interesting. So that's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and thanks for getting out west with Chris.